Thank you and shalom. Israel was established 60 years ago, but yet, unfortunately, Israel needs to fight for its existence. Israel is proud to be a member of the international community. We are very proud of our achievement, but yet, there are those in the region that cannot accept the right of Israel to exist, and Israel needs to fight. We need to fight because Israel is the only democracy in the Middle East. We need to fight because Israel is the only Jewish state in the world. And we are going to win this war. Israel is fighting now against Hamas, which is a terrorist organization that believes in an extreme Islamist ideology that cannot accept the requirements of the international community, to accept the right of Israel to exist, to renounce violence and terrorism, and to accept formal agreements between Israel and the Palestinians. It is true, there is a conflict between Israel and the Palestinians, but this is a conflict that we are working together with the pragmatic leadership of the Palestinians in order to solve it in accordance to the vision of two states for two peoples. I believe in it, we believe in it, and also the pragmatic Palestinian leadership. But yet, on the other side, within the Palestinian society, Hamas, a terrorist organization, controls Gaza Strip. Israel left Gaza Strip a few years ago in order to create a vision of peace, in order to give the Palestinians the opportunity to create maybe the beginning of a Palestinian state. We left their greenhouses in order to share the vision of prosperity. We got Hamas and terror in return. For years now, Israeli civilians are under threats and target. Israeli civilians are the targets of these terrorists because they are looking for civilians to kill. They are looking for kindergartens, they are looking for schools, they are looking at us because they cannot have us living here in this region. And we needed to fight back, and this is what we are doing. This is a battle against terror. This is an ongoing battle. It's going to be a long one, but we have no other alternative. We tried everything. We tried the truce that was initiated a few months ago, but they violated this on a daily basis. They targeted the Israelis during this truce, and they used this period of time in order to smuggle more and more weapons to Gaza Strip. Before that, they could target a small part of Israel, and now 1 million of Israeli civilians are under this threat. And Israel and the Israeli government had to say enough is enough, and this is what we are doing. The free world needs to meet this challenge of terrorism, and this is what different states are doing in different parts of the world. In some parts of the world there are a coalition of states that are working together to fight terrorism. Israel doesn't ask the international community to fight this war for us. We just need the understanding that we share the same values with the international community, the understanding that what we are doing here is fighting terror, the understanding that according to our values we try to prevent and to avoid any kind of civil casualties, to understand that according to our values we try during the fights to keep the humanitarian situation in Gaza Strip as well as we can. Because this is what we are. This is what the State of Israel was established upon. This is what we believe in. And I would like to thank you because we have this strength here in Israel as a government coming from the Israeli citizens, but as well coming from you, from different parts of the world, knowing that we share this battle together. Thank you, Toda, and Shalom.